So tonight what we want to do is we want to share stories of transformation that are really happening and help inspire you, whether it's you that are looking to be inspired yourself. Maybe you're currently on a transformation and maybe you just need to know, like you just need that, that community and that support. You need that community and support to be able to continue your journey, or maybe you're looking for a change and you're longing for that, you know, wanting to try something different. Or maybe you're just looking for a good, positive community to be part of, you know. So anyway, so what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to take you through what our mission is as coaches, okay? As Optavia, who are we? What is our mission? What do we do? So basically, our role is to step into someone's life and do a complete transformation on them. And I love to use the example of like HGTV, you know, because you see these cool stories of these old houses that people just go in and they just make them beautiful and remodel them, right? So as health coaches, what we do is we walk into people's lives and we say, okay, where can we help you? And when it comes to that, we work on the entire trilogy of their life, okay? So we work on healthy body, we work on healthy mind, and we work on healthy finances, okay? So you can see this circle on here. You know what, before I get into this, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this, if you are on your phone and you scroll to the right, I have this displayed now, so hopefully you can see this, but when I turn it off, you'll be able to see everybody that's on. So I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but if you are on your phone, you'll be able, here in a little bit, you'll be able to see like the Brady Bunch. Anyway, so going back to the trilogy of optimal health, you know, it's kind of like, you see this circle here, but it's kind of like imagining your own life like a tricycle, okay? So these are the three main tires that carry your tricycle. You've got healthy body, which is like being at a healthy weight, being super active, getting good sleep, eating well, drinking your hydration, just physically being top notch, being off medications. So I would say that's the front tire of your tricycle. And then you go over and you've got healthy mind, which is more of, you know, stress, fulfillment. We've helped a lot of people with anxiety, depression. You know, they're longing to get off those medications, spiritual growth, personal development, just that, and that would be one of the side wheels of your tricycle. And then you go over to healthy finances, and I mean, that's a wide spectrum, but that could range from anything to, you know, we've helped people that are strapped, you know, living paycheck to paycheck. We've helped others that are, you know, just striving to be debt-free. You know, we've got Dave Ramsey and so forth and all of that. And then, you know, just, or maybe living a life of abundance. Like maybe you just want to be able to do things with your family. Maybe you want to be able to travel, or maybe you want to give back to the community. Maybe there's something really passionate or a charity that you're passionate about. And you're like, you know, I would love to give back to that. So anyway, so imagine your life in your tricycle. And so if you're struggling in any of these areas of your life and you knock out that wheel, well, your tricycle is going to kind of be out of whack, right? So this is our mission. As a coach, if I start helping somebody, I walk into their life and this is how I touch on them, okay, in all these areas. And I have to be honest, I mean, usually it starts off with healthy body. I mean, when it really comes down to it, I mean, a lot of people, I mean, when you feel physically top notch, I mean, you can imagine how that starts to blend into the other areas of your life. You know, it just does. No matter what weight you're at, no matter, you know, some people don't necessarily need to lose weight, but they just want to physically wake up every day and feel like $1,000,000. And then you can imagine how that affects your healthy mind and your finances. So the way we lay out a program, so when someone comes and talks with us, we do a health assessment, or basically just visit with them and find out their why. That is so crucial because everybody on here tonight has a completely different story. You know, maybe you're a parent, maybe you're a grandparent, maybe you're single, maybe you're widowed. We all have different occupations of what we do. Some people are on their feet. Some people are at a desk all day. Some people are suffering from depression. Some people are suffering from diabetes. I mean, the list goes on. And everyone has a different story. So as a coach, what we do is we hook up with them and say, like this picture of this tree, you know, when it's dried out, it's gray. It's like we walk up to that tree and say, okay, you know, what can we do to better your life? But don't just tell me you want to lose 20 pounds or don't just tell me you want to lose 50 pounds, but why? Why is that so important to you? What's your strive? How is that going to bring you forward? Okay. Because what we do is we remember that up here. And so on those days that you stumble or struggle, we go back to that why that's so important to you. So then based on that, based on someone's why, based on what they're looking for, then we lay out a program for them and say, okay, here you go. These are the tools that are going to help you. And there's 4 tools that are like so crucial that really help people succeed. Okay. And these are them: having a coach, having our habits of health system, which is, you know, basically education. Okay. Having a community to tap into, which is having friends, positive force, having just that surrounding of yourself. Okay. And having a fueling plan, which is basically a structured meal plan, structured nutrition so that you're eating on point, okay? So what I'm going to do is go through each of these components. And as I do that, I'm going to share stories tonight of people that had changed and transformed. And this is really, these components have really affected them, okay? So the first one I want to touch on is having a coach. I mean, that was a game changer for me. I was a classic Monday dieter all the way when I was struggling with my weight. I would stumble every week. I was just spinning my wheels every single week. And so having a coach, just knowing that I had someone checking in with me, she was basically my new best friend. I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, the word coach is just a fancy word for a friend. Okay, that's all it is. But having that friend, having someone human that could help me who's been there, somebody that was going to celebrate my wins, because we all want to shout it out to the world, you know, when we're winning and doing awesome. But we have struggles too. And that's what's cool about a coach is that we practice being empathetic, which is coming to your level and being like, girl, I've been there, or dude, I know how you feel. And just going through those struggles. And once you have a coach, once I've coached people, I'm always their coach for the rest of their life. And it's so powerful. So that being said, I would like to introduce Tina. Tina, I see you were able to get on successfully. It's okay. But Tina is on tonight, and she is so sweet. I am partnered with her coach, Shanna. And Tina's going to share her story with us and how far she has come and just the power that Shanna and just having a coach has made the difference on her. So, Tina, we'd love to hear your story.
Like she said, my name's Tina, and as of to date, I've lost 31 pounds. Nice. I've started,
I said, nice. That's amazing.
Yeah, I started my healthy lifestyle. I had no energy whatsoever. I wasn't happy with myself, and I've always been a very, very active person, and slowing down was not an option for me. So I contacted Shanna on Facebook with another one of her clients, and I'd seen how well she was doing, so I thought, you know, I've got to try this. I had a little health scare, and I thought, you know, this is not going to slow me down. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I'm down 31 pounds, and I don't know if a lot of you know me, but I am a firefighter, and I was just, I couldn't do my job. I was thinking about retiring, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get up, and I'm going to get going. Well, I got to talking to Shanna, and she got me started, and just like the other day, I worked my job. I worked 48-hour shifts. I got off work. I went home. I have a second job. I done my second job. Then I mowed my neighbor's yard and part of my yard. I haven't done that in years. And I feel better. I'm happy. And, well, I'm definitely happy. And this healthy lifestyle is really, it's changed my life. It's turned me around. So, and if I can help anybody else, you know, I struggle from day to day. Just like I told Shanna today, I'm having a problem. I'm trying to get all my fluids in, and I'm constantly going. But if I can help anybody out, just let me know.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations to you. And that's amazing. And so how do you feel just having Shanna there? I mean, with your story, reaching out to her. I mean, how do you feel that was a game changer for you? Do you feel like it was?
Yes, it was. It's great having a health coach that you can call at any hour of the night.
Right.
And you can ask, and I'm always online and people are asking her questions and I think, oh, well, that's good. You know, I can do that. So it's really nice having that health coach.
Good. Well, congratulations on your success so far. And thank you for what you do as a firefighter too. We appreciate, your help with our community and doing that as well in your service. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Well, thank you for sharing tonight. We really appreciate it. So as we move forward, what we're going to talk about next is the power of education, okay? So when it comes to getting healthier, especially from a physical standpoint, anybody can go out there and diet and do different things and try different things. I mean, there's so many different things out there. It can kind of get overwhelming. That's what I used to suffer with back in the day, is there were so many different things. But anybody can diet. Anybody can eat healthy. I mean, we really all can, and we can all lose weight and so forth. But when it comes down to it, what is the hardest part of changing is up here, is our mindset and our habits. At whatever age we are, I'm 34 years old. So, I have 34 years of habits under my belt. Or when I started the program, in my 20s, I had all these habits under my belt. So I wasn't just going to wake up the next day and snap my fingers and change. It just doesn't work like that. It takes time. It takes a process. So what we do at the education is everyone we help, they get a book and they also get a journal. And the book is written by Dr. Wayne Anderson, who's amazing. He's actually coming out with a new one here soon. But, and what we do is we walk through this book, and we also have videos, because everybody's different with how they learn, especially these days. Some people love reading. Some people soak in audio books. They like listening. I know I like listening while I'm in the car. Some people like videos. They have to have that visual aid to be able to learn. So everybody's different. So based on who we help serve them by what suits them. And we walk through every habit. We walk through those different things like sleep and hydration and exercise and stress. And we just go through this checklist helping these people on all these different levels, healthy mindset, healthy finances. And so everyone gets weekly homework, to work on. And then that way, when they do, if they are working on a health journey, when they get to their goal, the hope is that not only do they physically look amazing, but they've got the mindset to go with it, okay? So that being said, I would love to introduce my personal client, Melanie, who has been doing so amazing. She's come so far in such a short period of time that I'd love for her to share her story and how she's changing her habits and kicking butt at it and doing fantastic. So, Melanie, would you like to come off and share your story with us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So those pictures are before I even started my transformation. And the little girl is my granddaughter, and I love to get down and play with her. And it was just really hard to do that with my extra weight, and I wanted to be healthy, and so it was just really important for me to get my life in order and start eating healthier and losing the weight so that I can get down on the floor, I can take her to the park and play and do all that fun stuff. And and I hate my picture taken because I don't like how I look. So that was another thing that was just important to me also. So I feel so much better. I've lost 20 pounds in less than 2 months. And people that see that picture, they're just like, oh my gosh, you look so much different. And I feel so much different and feel so much better, so much more energy and everything.
You look vibrant.
I was glowing to hold the sugar. It was awesome.
And how did it feel to hold that 20 pounds? I mean, isn't it crazy how heavy that is? And just to think that your body was carrying that extra weight?
Yes. That just is crazy. And actually, not to take away from this, but I had already lost 10 pounds prior to starting this.
Mm-hmm.
So this was like, I plateaued. And so this was like an extra kick.
Mm-hmm.
So I've actually lost 30 pounds, and that's just awesome. And I couldn't have done it without this program, because I think I would have just stayed in that plateau, and this is what I needed.
Yeah. Well, awesome. And so how do you feel that having the education and actually helping change your mindset and your habits, how do you feel that that's been different for you or helping you in a different way?
The education, so like knowing how much water to drink and the amount of sleep and how that's all important, and just the learning how to cook the meals and how, you know, it's just, it all worked together with, you know, making you more healthy and having the sleep and the energy just to go longer in the day, or to not, you know, like fizzle out.
Right. And so what's everyone saying about your changes now? I know you shared this picture the other day and your big story. That so good.
Oh, it did. And I actually had a work thing today, and just the compliments that, you know, people are just like, oh my gosh, you look so good, and everything. And, you know, that makes me feel good. So they're noticing my change, because that's something that we need to keep going, is, you know, the recognition and all that.
Well, you are doing fantastic. Congratulations on your success so far. I love to see your big smile and your excitement. And it has to feel good, too, to be able to go into the summer already feeling awesome. And I'm excited for you. So thank you so much for sharing your story tonight. I appreciate it. So our next component is community. Okay. And I feel like this is probably the most important component. It's the glue that holds us all together, because, you know, like what Melanie was just saying, having people there, like having people notice, having people support you, I mean, it makes a huge difference. And it's a huge motivator. And so when it comes to community, you're getting a taste of it tonight, because we're all on here tonight, which is a big deal. But we have community for everybody, whether or not I'm in Missouri. But I also help people all over the United States. So when it comes to community, we have a secret Facebook page, which is awesome, because everybody's on there. We're always posting stuff on there, healthy recipes, tips. We have this on here online, or we have like live tips where people go on and talk about different habits. I do things in the mid-Missouri area, whether it's a cooking class, or whether it's just a gathering or meeting up to go out for a healthy dinner or go out for a hike. We've had barbecues here at my house before, and just everybody fuels off community in a different way. Some people are homebodies, and, you know, they're totally fine like this tonight, hopping on their phone or their computer, and boom, here we are together. And some people are that way, and other people need that in-person friendship. And they need that. They need to have another girlfriend or another buddy that they can help, that they can feed off of. And I love seeing that, and that fuels me as well. So we find that that's really important. We're all people, and I say we're all people just trying to do life together, trying to be better than we were yesterday, just trying to get healthier and be awesome. And we're all just human. You know, we're all real. So that being said, I'd love to introduce a good friend and a fellow health coach, Tammy Roberts. She has come so far, and she has a great story when it comes to community, because I met her at a cooking class for the very first time. And who would have thought we'd be such good friends now? But so yeah, she's come really far, and I'd like for her to come on and share her story. Tammy? You may be muted. Oh, let me unmute you. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi.
Thanks
for having me on. My story, I don't feel like is really all that exciting, but
it is.
I mostly got inspired by my coach, Vandy. I watched her whole transformation, watched her lose 100 pounds and then keep it off. That was the big key for me when I saw that it was really going to stay off. And my sister, about the same time, posted a picture of me from Labor Day weekend. We were playing golf, and I just flipped out. I was like, I can't have pictures like that on me of me on Facebook anymore. I got to do something about this. And so I reached out to Vandy and told her that I really just was going to get a jump start with this. That was my intention. And very quickly just realized that this was just way more than a diet and had so much more to offer. And I just loved all of the input from everyone that I met, and reading the book, all of the healthy huddles that I got on. Everything was just so inspiring. Everybody doing, like you said, doing life together and just trying to live a better life. And I just was so inspired by that, and just very quickly decided to be a part of that and became a health coach. And that has pushed me out of my comfort zone so many times, including tonight. And I have learned so much and grown so much, and I just am loving it. To be able to inspire other people to want to do better for themselves, it's just really, really rewarding, and I just can't say enough good about it. It's just been the best decision I've ever made. Love it.
You did so good. When she says push her out of her comfort zone, if anyone knows me well, they know I'm probably the queen of pushing people out of their comfort zones, and I love it. It's very liberating. I love watching them grow. But yeah, Tammy's done so awesome, and we met each other at a cooking class, and I don't even know. I think you posted something on Facebook about it, and it exploded, and she inspired people. And so she even became a coach even before she got started on her transformation. But Tammy, I've always loved what you said. You said it at one point that, you know what, you're like, if I'm going to do something, I might as well do it right, and I might as well go all in with it. And you learn best by teaching others. And I've always held that quote close to me, because I'm like, you're right. You know, we're really, when it comes to this, we're all in this together. We're all doing it together. And when you teach someone else, even if it's one person, you still have someone that you're inspiring, and you're doing it with them, right alongside them. And it's huge. So, and it's helped you. I mean, look how far you've come. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
But I know you look fabulous physically, but I know that mindset of yours and that confidence is what has changed even more. So thank you so much. It's very inspiring, and I love to watch you grow and flourish, and it's so fun. So thank you for coming on and sharing your story. We appreciate it. And our last component is our fueling plan, okay? And when I say that, what I'm talking about is nutrition. You know, taking care of your body. 80% of the process of a transformation is nutrition, okay? When it comes to, whether it comes to losing weight, getting stronger, when it comes to working on your mental health, did you guys know that 80% of what you put in your gut feeds your brain? Okay, so when people are dealing with depression, anxiety, or super stressed out, they're probably most likely eating junk. And so what happens is it's just this like vicious cycle that they're eating junk, and it's feeding their brain, and they're like crabby, depressed, stressed. It's just like this vicious cycle. But a lot of the people that we help, they start eating clean, because our fueling plan is clean eating. Then you just see them like come alive, like, man, I'm just so happy. I'm feeling awesome. Like, I have better focus. I have better clarity. I'm losing weight, like I'm feeling great. And so it's pretty exciting to see. So what we do is based on someone that's looking to get healthier, you know, like I said, going back to their why, going back to their story, what we'll do is we'll lay out a structured meal plan for them. And everybody's different with what they need, but what we preach is just to fuel your body all day long, okay? So our metabolisms, our bodies are very similar to a car. A car doesn't run unless there's fuel in the tank. Our metabolism doesn't run unless there's fuel in the tank as well. So it runs out every 3 hours. So what that looks like is eating 6 times a day, which is awesome from an eating standpoint, but can be super stressful from a planning standpoint. And a lot of people are busy today. You know, they're running around like crazy with kids, with work, sports, everything else. So as a coach, we will lay out a meal plan for them. Okay. We may provide them some healthy groceries. We may recommend what Whole Foods or what to get at the grocery store. It can be a combination of both, just depending on what they want. Okay. And so it's fun. It's fun. It gives them structure. It gets them going. And it gets them moving forward. Like Melanie said earlier, she was just kind of stuck and she needed like to be propelled forward. So by me laying out that meal plan for her, it was like, boom, just that tweak and making that big change helped her move forward. So it's fun. It's fun to be able to teach that to somebody. And so our next story is Christy Boom. She is incredible. And, she started the process. She started the program and hooked up with her coach, V&D Miller, as well. And has come really, really far. And I know that following the good nutrition, she had been through everything too. And following a different plan changed her entire life. So, Christy, hello, my friend.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I guess I'll start with my story. I have been overweight much of my entire life. And once I would get my mind set, I could lose the weight fairly easy, but I just never seemed to keep it off. In the past, mostly my motivation was losing weight for cosmetic reasons. But this kind of changed a couple of years ago. I started having trouble walking and getting around, and standing was painful. And I was unable to do a lot of activities that I previously could do before. I just didn't feel well. And so I got to the point that I knew I needed to do something to change the direction my life was going. And with the assistance of my health coach, Vandy, the support of my family and friends, and the community and the structured meal plan, over the last 16 months, I've been able to lose 182 pounds, and I'm still losing. And I have got tons of energy. I'm able to get around very well. I can stand without being in pain, and my life is pretty much transformed before my eyes. And so I decided that, I would like to help others transform into a healthier lifestyle like I was able to do.
So awesome. I still can't get over your picture. I'm just like, look at you. It's just incredible, Christy.
Thank you. And thank you for your support.
You're welcome. You lost a person. Do you realize that? You lost a person. The freedom that you feel now is probably just, you can't even describe it.
Yeah, I have to agree. I just, it's when you think about how much I've lost, I physically could not pick that amount up. So, but the fact that I was carrying it around,
right,
it's kind of overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Right. You need to go take your sugar shot.
Yeah. I have one from 125 pounds, I believe.
Oh my gosh. Or like potato sacks or something. You know what I mean? Like things that are super heavy. That would be amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. You are a huge inspiration. It is just absolutely incredible. And Christy has also started Pay It Forward as a coach and is starting to help people. And just, she is a wonderful woman, has a beautiful heart, and has this gift that has broken her. She basically found the key that broke her free from her prison. And now she's like, you know what? I found the key, so I'm going to go give it to others, because there's others out there feeling the same way. So it's incredible. Congratulations, Christy, on your story and your success. And I'm excited for your future as you keep moving forward. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, everyone. So basically the conclusion to all this is you have all four of these components. You've got health coach, education, community, and a structured plan. And what happens is all four of these come together and they uplift you into this incredible transformation. And it's so fun. You heard from these four girls tonight of how fun it is and how their lives are changing on all levels. And that's what I said. I'm like, heck, who ever thought losing weight, getting healthier could be fun? And then beyond that, like, I mean, my mindset changed. Like I said, I started coaching to be able to live a life of freedom like I do now. I've got 3 little boys, an awesome husband, to be able to be home and free with them is just, it's great. I mean, just when I say that, I'm like, when I started my transformation back in 2011, I would have never have dreamed of a different life like this. And the thing with that is everybody has that same opportunity and that same gift that they can accept and just do it, you know, whatever they're looking for, whatever changes they're looking for. So anyway, so we work with you, we work on your goal. Like I said, your coaches guide you through every step of the way. They're forever your coach. And they take you through. So if you're looking for a weight loss goal or whatever, they'll take you to that point. They'll eventually transition you on to your maintenance plan. And that, you know, when I say that, I mean, like, you know, your meal plan, and what that looks like. We teach you good nutrition so that you can take care of yourself the rest of your life. That's why I said our meal plan is great, but it's temporary because eventually you want to take care of yourself. Remember the food pyramid we learned about a long time ago, back in the day, back in school? Really what it comes down to is everybody's body needs that. And so that's what we teach you at that point. We continue to move forward. Some people start working on fitness goals. I know I've done a lot of different things. I just finished my first half marathon last month, which was like crazy. Because I remember back in the day when I ran, I mean, even for 30 seconds, it was like death. So running a half marathon was a huge deal to me. And anybody can do it. And it's crazy to find what you're capable of when you put your mind to it. Trust your coach, trust the process, take one day at a time and just go. So this is a wonderful quote that I feel like is what hit me when I started my transformation. And I hope that it hits home for someone else tonight. It says, actually, I just woke up one day and I decided I don't want to feel like this anymore or ever again. So I changed just like that. Boom. And that's really all it comes down to. It is that easy. I mean, you can just decide that you want to change your life. Hopefully you guys can all see the Brady Bunch now. But you can just decide, you know what? I'm going to change my life. I'm going to say yes. And so whoever invited you on here tonight, okay, you know what? That's another thing I would love to see. If you could pop in the chat on how you heard about this or who invited you on. So whether it was a Facebook event or maybe a coach invited you or a friend or Instagram, that would be cool to see who invited you. But anyway, whoever invited you on, however you got connected, and if you're looking for that change, reach out to them tonight. Say, hey, hopefully you were inspired. Let them know your takeaways and what you took away from tonight, okay? And set up a time to visit with them. That's all it is. Just visit. See if it would be a good fit for you based on your story. I didn't go into the cost of anything tonight, but really all it comes down to, if that's what you're wondering, the coaching, the program, all the different things, it's all free. The only thing that you're in charge of is exactly what you're in charge of now, and that's feeding yourself. So whatever healthy grocery plan we lay out for you, that's the only cost, okay? Is just making sure you've got that good nutrition. But the rest of it is just the cherry on top to help you through. So, but anyway, that's all I've got for tonight. Went through the components, went through everything. Hopefully you were touched by the stories that we shared tonight. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook personally if you'd like. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And again, connect to who invited you. Also, I forgot to share that anyone who watched this tonight, if you're thinking about trying the program and starting your own transformation, we are offering $25 scholarship, which is basically a discount towards your healthy groceries. We'd be more than happy to gift you that to help you get started, because it's a big deal. And you can come. I mean, anybody can like lose about 20 pounds come summer. So think about that and think about going into the summer feeling better. But thank you to everyone that joined us tonight. We appreciate